All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. We are here on this Monday, the third Monday of the month of of April. I hope I'm right. Is it the third? No, it's actually the fourth Monday. The fourth Monday in April, and we are here to bring you to tell you about an exciting business. It's an online business, but online in the sense that it is established online, but it is very, very practical, and it has real products that you can order and make use of. All right, and this company is LiveGood. Now, if you haven't heard about LiveGood, you have missed out quite a lot. All right, and but LiveGood is here to stay. It's just 16 months old, and it is making a havoc. I think that's the best word to use as to be in the marketplace. And persons are just flocking into LiveGood by the hundreds. In fact, every day they are averaging about 2,000 persons, new persons joining this company. And the reason is because persons are talking about it and people are getting direct benefit from it. So LiveGood is a company that is established in the United States, in Florida, Jupiter, Florida, and it is a direct sales company. All right, it manufactures and distributes health supplements, and that is just the beginning. So LiveGood is committed to helping people, and they do so by bringing to us the most advanced nutritional supplements on the market. All right. And the reason that it is the most advanced, because it is made, it is chosen, it is selected, it is manufactured by the LiveGood company themselves, and they are the ones who formulate the product, and they get it from the purest, highest quality source. And it is designed to be result oriented. What do we mean by that? It is not just putting things together and hoping that it works. It is studied and it is formulated to achieve results. Now, we see in all of that, you would think, okay, if this thing is so good, it must be costing a fortune. No, LiveGood is established on a motto, on a motto that says that we are committed, our mission statement, we are committed to helping people get healthy and to stay healthy without having to spend a fortune to do it. And I will prove to you in this presentation that LiveGood has met all of this in every product that LiveGood brings or manufactures or bring on or formulates. It is achieving the very same mission, helping people get healthy and stay healthy. Now, how did LiveGood come about, and who are the people that are directly behind it? LiveGood came about because of Ben Glinsky and his friend Norda Kazan. They both had been in the network marketing industry for many years. Combined, they have 50 years of experience. Norda is about 30 years in network marketing. LiveGood, he was the one who brought Ben Glinsky into network marketing company. He himself has grown from leaps and bounds because he has embraced the concept. He has seen the value of network marketing, networking, and leveraging. But he has reasons from the field worker, from the average Joe, to becoming an owner and managers and also a consultant in the network marketing industry. All right. So with over 20 years of experience, his own businesses, and he has also managed quite a lot. And he's a sought after individual. When it comes for compensation plan, all the network marketing company would call upon Ben Glinsky to help them put together the best compensation plan. Now, he had literally walked away. 5 years ago, he walked away from it altogether. And the reason is because network marketing is designed to help people, and persons are leveraging their little, and all of them working together can achieve much. But it had come to a point that the network marketing model was designed to help the average Joe. You put in a little, and then together we all pool that resource together and everybody gets out of it. It had become like it was not achieving what it was supposed to. And the people that were actually benefiting out of every 100, only one person was actually making it big in LiveGood, in not in LiveGood, but in network marketing. And maybe another 5 persons would probably be able to make at least the investment of what they put in. But think about it, 95% of the people that is in the traditional network marketing company makes no money. They buy products, they sell products, but they make no money, right? And he got disenchanted with this. He said, no, this is not what it is supposed to be. We got to change the way that we're doing things. We got to reduce on the cost of the product, because persons are just not able to keep up with having to spend so much money on products and doing consistently over and over and over, and actually being able to make money. And he tried, he spoke to the other leaders in some of the other company, and they would not budge. They would just not, they said, it's good, it's working for us, and so forth and so forth. And they pretty much could care less about those who are at the bottom. And so he walked away. He sold his company. He owned at the time the company called Body Care and Brain Abundance, Skinny Body Care and Brain Abundance. And he sold that. And he made sure his people was taken care of. And then he walked away. He said that he had enough. He could go into retirement and so forth. But Nora Kazan kept telling him, we got to come back. I know where your heart is. I know what you want to see done in the network marketing company. I think we need to come back and whether it is founding a new company and putting in the things that we know will work. So he kept pestering him, if you say, begging him to come back and so forth. And then COVID came on. And then he saw that during COVID, a lot of persons who actually succumb, or persons who fared very, very badly in COVID, were persons whose basal health was very, very poor. In other words, their health was not good, and because they wasn't taking supplements, they were not eating properly, and so forth. And because of that, when COVID hit, it just knocked them out. And then coming out of the COVID pandemic, he just said, this is the time. This is the time to actually get people healthy, right? Because what we saw, a lot of persons that could have been saved were not saved, all right? Died or got very, very ill because because of poor health. This is the right time to come and to do something that will help people get healthy and stay healthy, and that they would be able to afford it, so that they would be able to maintain their health for a long time to come without having to break the bank, right? And this is what all the network marketing company has not come up with. Their products are very good, but still very expensive. And the average person who come on are excited about the products, but within 3 months, they give it up because they just cannot continue to pay for these high costs on products, all right? So they team up, talking about health, they team up with the best couple the best health people that you will find. And let me tell you, these persons, I've never met them personally, but they're writing, we exchange emails and so forth, and I could tell you these people have a heart to help people, and they qualify, right? Ryan Goodkin and his wife Lisa Goodkin. All right, Ryan Goodkin is Dr. Ryan Goodkin, right? And from the very first time when I joined LiveGood and I saw him speak and I read up about him, I saw that they call him Dr. Ryan Goodkin. So I assume he was a medical doctor. But when when I joined, and then he sent a congratulations email to me, I realized that he had a PharmD. And that means he's a doctor of pharmacy. And like, whoa, this guy's one of mine, because that's my field as well. So I resonated with him, and then we kept on corresponding. So he has a doctorate in pharmacy, but he also has a degree in science and nutrition. So basically, he's both a natural health practitioner and a pharmacist. That is a beautiful thing to have, because the pharmacist helps you understand drugs and how it works and how it impacts the body and the side effects and all of these things. And also having a degree in science and nutrition, he said, in fact, he worked for 15 years as a pharmacist, but he said that the pharmacy basically reacts to problems, right? So you come to a doctor when you're sick. But what if you go on the offensive and you try to keep yourself from getting sick, right? And that's what we always know, that, it's better to keep yourself from being sick than trying to restore yourself after you're sick. And so he went into science and nutrition, saying that nutrition, the way that we feed ourselves, the nutrition, the supplements that we take is what is our best medicine. All right. His wife is a living testimony of fitness and health. She not only walked the walk, but she talked. But she not only talked and educates about all of these things, but she lives every bit of it, right? And she tells us and educates us about the drugs, not the drugs, but the supplements. I don't like to say the drugs here because when we see the drugs, we think of, of pharmaceutical drugs, but it is the supplements that they put together and why it is put together. And they have this program that educates us about it. All right. Now, LiveGood is a direct sales company. Like most network marketing company, as I said, they have good products and they bring it onto the market and people can purchase it. But unlike the other companies that have been in existence for many years, Avon and Amway and Herbalife and all of these, LiveGood has just come on. In December 2022, LiveGood came on was established, and within 16 months now, LiveGood have over 1.2 million members. Now, we are not talking about the 1.2 persons that have interacted with the company, that have bought from the company. We're talking about persons who are full-fledged members of the company, and I'll tell you later how you can become one. And these are 1.2 million in just 16 months. Let me tell you, it took Amazon 2 years to get 1 million members. Amazon, the big Amazon that it took him 2 years. LiveGood got 1 million members in just over 1 year. And LiveGood does not advertise on TV, on the internet, or anything. LiveGood is word of mouth. Persons tell somebody who tell their friend, come and see what I have found. And that's how, through that method, Noda Kazan, who's director of network marketing, has enabled that this company is just growing and growing. And it is global, it's worldwide, right? And ultimately, LiveGood is making a niche in the market and really surpassing those who are there because of the products that LiveGood have brought onto the market, right? It is the very, very best, and it is the most affordable. And when you have that two combination, persons are literally living where they are or they have been and coming over. You see LiveGood hair growing, the deep green. While some of the companies like Herbalife and USANA and New Skin, who have been around for all this time, is going down, LiveGood is going up. And they say, how is it that we in the same market space, and the others who are well-known names have how many thousands or millions of members, but they don't seem to have that buzz and that excitement about them. But LiveGood has just come on and everybody is flocking to LiveGood. Why? And so it is because of the way that you're able to save on the products. Think about it. A company that you've known sells a very nice product. You have been on it for a long time. It costs you $100 US to purchase every month. And LiveGood comes on the scene and somebody tell you, have you heard about LiveGood? I say, who? LiveGood what? Come and see. The product that you have, you recognize that LiveGood has a very similar product and it's for $25 US. You read up on it, you compare it with what you have and you say, but hold on, that's pretty much the same. But how come there's my traditional company is 100 US and they can sell that very same product for 25 US? It is because of the model, the LiveGood model, the business model, right? And I will explain to you what the business model is coming up, but let me tell you a little more about LiveGood itself. So LiveGood has the very best products. They are the most incredible price. And there is no auto shipping. Guess what? Most network marketing company, when you come on board every month, there's a shipment of products that you have to purchase every month, right? Whether you want it, whether you don't want it, you have to send that money in to purchase a new product, a new batch. Some of them are for sales, and you have to be looking to sell it. And even if you don't finish sell, you still have to get the next batch because the new month has come. As you sell your product, you make points, and then you can get a compensation from these points. LiveGood has eliminated that. In other words, LiveGood is saying you do not have to buy or sell products. You only buy and sell products if you want to, if you need to, when you want to. All right? LiveGood has and your compensation is not based upon your sales. And I'll explain that. LiveGood also has something that says the products that we have, we believe in it. We have tested, we have formulated this product in such a way that we know it's going to bring result, and we can tell you what is the result that you should expect from it. But here's what. If you use the product and you're not satisfied with the results, you can send the product back. Not the product, you can send the bottle, the empty bottle. So you have your multivitamins, and you don't like you can use all of it. And within 90 days of buying this multivitamins or any other product that we have, if you're not satisfied with the result, send the empty bottle back, and we're going to give you back the money that you spent to buy it. Guaranteed. And they don't ask you why you don't want it. They don't ask you what went wrong. Nothing. You don't like it. You don't think it worked. You think it was a lot of hot air and nothing behind it. LiveGood, I'm not satisfied. I bought this for $20. I want my $20 back. Send the container back, because LiveGood is the only one who sells it. So they know that if it came back to them, it was bought from them, and they would give you your $20 back. No questions asked. They don't, at the end, they don't tell you, leave the company. I don't want any business with you again. No, you can still go back and buy it. You can. And that is a guarantee for every single product that they have. There's a 90-day money back, empty bottle guarantee. All right? And hardly anybody takes up the challenge because they have no reason to. They get benefit from the product. All right? LiveGood have a compensation plan, and that is you will see in a short while what is the compensation plan and why so many persons are coming. Within that period of time, less than a year, just over a year after LiveGood was on, LiveGood had been designated the #1 multi-level company in the entire, not just USA, but the world, right? As it relates to health products, formulation, and distribution. When you order, now not some persons do have some little difficulties when because of address and getting it, but most persons, when they do the order, they get it on time. All right, and if they do not have it, they would compensate you back for the money that you spend for it, and they do not keep any trouble. Really, they don't. Right? They pay you on time, and they recompense you on time when that's be. Other reason why people join LiveGood is because LiveGood give money back to its members. Now, Jeff Bezos has Amazon. And when you have a member of Amazon, you have an Amazon Prime account, you get some discount on your product, 5%, maybe free shipping, some of them. eBay, same thing. Walmart, the same thing, right? You become a member, and you get some discount on your product. You know, now that's a good thing, because money saved is money earned. But LiveGood goes a step further. Not only does LiveGood allow for discount for the member, but LiveGood also gives or compensate the member who is an active member, who tell others about the business. And remember, that's how LiveGood gets popular. Someone tells somebody, come and see. Now, you don't even have to describe it. You don't have to say, you know, did they do this and did they do that? Come to the meeting. Here is a link. Listen with me and tell me what you think about it. Persons get excited about it, just like you did, because you see you can see the product, and you can see the genuineness of the product, and the person join. LiveGood compensates you for that. You'll see how all that works. LiveGood and Costco have membership. Netflix have membership. You have to pay your $10 for your Netflix every month, $9.99, or else you will not get that privilege that you had in seeing unlimited movies, TV shows with no advertisement. But if you don't pay the next month, then sorry, you can't continue to benefit from that, right? Costco, just to save some money on your product, maybe to be able to call in and to have it delivered. These are the things that you get. Maybe you may get a gas coupon or something of that sort, but they don't give you money back. LiveGood, on the other hand, give money back to its members. Now, I want to tell you about that new product. It is so excited. I use it as my backdrop for this session. Lean, Lean. If you think about lean, the body being lean, a lot of persons are thinking that they have too much weight and they want to, but you see, LiveGood thinks beyond the normal person. Dr. Ryan Goodpen, he thinks scientifically. He knows that most persons, when they want to manage their weight, what do they think of? Eating less and moving more. Diet and exercise. And that is good. That is wholesome and that is good. But a lot of persons, diet and exercise, they have been on it for their life. They try to do it as much as they can. And the moment they stop for a little while, the weight comes back. And they get frustrated, right? And they eat less. They change their diet. They go on Mediterranean diet and all of these things. They try to walk and move around and get their walking. And it just don't seem to be able to be maintained. Because they have managing weight goes further than just these two things. All right. Now, most weight management products or system address one primary objective, and that is suppress your appetite so that you consume less calories. All right. So if you do not, and they advise you with whatever product that it gives you that sense of satiety and fullness and so forth, so you do not feel that you have to snack in between or anything of that sort. And but that's only one way to manage manage your weight, right? But that is not sustainable because over time, persons get frustrated. They get hungry, and they feel that they're not using enough, they're not eating enough. And many times, because their appetite is suppressed, when they do eat, sometimes they eat in like binge eating, right? I got to eat because I'm only going to eat twice for the day. Let me eat as much as I can to sustain me. All right. Otherwise they just get afterward they just say, I feel like the ice cream today. And then they get themselves falling backwards, right? So it's not sustainable and it's not all that persons need as it relates to weight management. So lean was created as the world's first and only body composition improvement formula. Because when you're talking about weight management, you need more than just losing weight, going on the scale and seeing the pounds are going down, right? You need, because as you do that, as you're restricting your diet, you are not only losing fat, but you are losing a lot of protein in the process. So you're losing your what is called a lean muscle mass. And that is the most difficult thing to put back. Right? The most difficult thing to put back. And as you age, you begin to lose your muscle mass. Your strength goes with it, right? Your endurance goes with it because protein besides water is the most abundant chemical or product, not chemical in our body, the protein. You need protein not just for your structure, but also for function. So your enzymes, your hormones, your cartilage, your hair, all your skin, your bones, all of this is made with protein, right? And so when you're trying to lose weight, even with the fat, not only fat gets burnt out, but your protein gets burnt out. As a matter of fact, your protein has calories as much as your carbohydrates. Your fat has a little more, almost double the amount. But because it is so much easier to break down carbohydrates and protein, when your body has a need for calories, if you're working, you're exercising, or whatever, guess where it goes to? It goes to the carbohydrate stores, the sugars. It goes to your protein store, and it leads the fat. because the fat takes a much longer time to break down to get the energy out of it. And so your body goes to the fastest and the easiest way of getting energy, carbohydrates, protein, right? And so you lose, instead of you losing fat, you're losing your lean muscle. That's a problem, right? And that's why a lot of persons weight management system fail, because they're not seeing the progress, right? So to understand how to lose weight, there are 4 critical processes that you need to know. And I'm spending a little more time on that. This is a very new product. And I think a lot of persons maybe join because of it, because they're struggling themselves with losing weight, right? There are 4 things that you have to think of. First of all, you have to increase your metabolism. That is where a lot of persons fail, because they tell you, but I don't eat much. Look at my body, look at the size that I eat, but I put on weight, I keep putting on weight. You see other persons are eating a large plate of food and nothing is happening, because they have a quicker metabolism than you. Now, as you age, your metabolism slows, all right? Your activity level, and sometimes it's just because of the genetics, you know? It may have thyroid problems and so forth, so you have slow metabolism. So you need to be able to increase your metabolism, right? And that's one area that lean, that product that have been developed, had. In fact, the most of the ingredients in lean is focused on increasing your metabolism. So you have the vitamin B12, the green tea extract. You have all 7 digestive enzymes, right? And plus there is a compound called bridge. I can't even, it's a French word, maybe Marvel can help you with this one. It burns calorie, it helps you burn calorie faster, all right? And so it helps you burn the fat without it coming back. That is really, really, really essential to maintaining, to getting proper result and maintaining proper weight, maintain the proper weight, all right? Now, everything here, the enzymes, the protease, the papain, the amylase, the lipase, all of the enzymes that are natural, these are natural body enzymes, right? That we all need to break down our food, right? The protease breaks the protein, the amylase breaks down the sugar, the lipase breaks down the fat and so forth, the cellulose break down the plant material and so forth. So these are natural, and they are good to helping you break down the food and break down the calories, right? And so that is absolutely essential. The second aspect of weight management is eating less. Now, how do you do that? You may have a problem, you know, just seeing the food and leaving it. You may not have the discipline. That may be the reason that you put on weight and so much weight in the first place. So lean has 4 super powerful ingredients that is designed to curb your craving and to suppress your appetite. All right? And they are glucomannan, and that is it's really good. You get a lot of it in India and the Asian countries and so forth, and they have been using these things for centuries, right? As an appetite suppressant, right? There is another one called Carolumba fimbriata. These are words that you probably never heard, and I had not heard about it myself before. And it is one of the world's most powerful appetite suppressant. And then there is the white kidney bean extract that also suppresses the appetite and decrease abdominal fat. Now, you probably did not know that. You've been eating your kidney bean all along, but you never knew that it was actually can be used. But the real powerful, most powerful ingredient in lean is the New Zealand hops. And the hops is works on what is called the GLP, glucagon-like phosphate pathway. And if you have heard, you probably especially in America and Canada and this big country, you have heard of a drug called Ozempic and Wegovy. In fact, that is big, weight management and so forth. It's something called semaglutide. It was designed as a diabetic medication, but they found out that it's actually working much better in reducing persons. And persons, it's expensive. These are injections, and persons who have the money actually get the injections, and they actually lose the weight. So it works on the same pathway, but this is natural, right? It is natural. So it suppresses the appetite and basically it almost like fool your brain to thinking that you are actually feel when you may not be. This is how it works. It also has the potential. What it does, they increase like the glucomannan and so forth. They are fiber, and they as you take it in, you have to drink your water, and it expands in your large intestine. That gives the sense that you are filled. And that's exactly how fiber works, and the whole wheat and everything. It makes it expands. Oats, for example, you put water in oats and it expands, right? Exactly the same thing. Now, as long as food is in your alimentary canal, a feedback mechanism goes to the brain and say, you are filled. No need to have craving for more food. You could stop now, right? Now, it's not because that you have filled up your tummy with food, but because of the type of food that you took has that ability to expand in your tummy. And as long as it's touching on the walls of the large intestine, it sends back that feedback mechanism to your brain that says, you could stop now, you could stop, send that home, glucagon that says you have enough, you don't need anymore. Right? And so it keeps you from having to snack during that time and eating more, because you always feel, all right? You always feel full. You always feel full, all right? Now, over time, I mean, the next meal you would understand when it's the next time that you eat, but it helps you manage that appetite and suppress the appetite. So that's the second way that you can manage your weight. The third way is burning fat. Now, this is one of the most difficult things, right? As I was saying, your protein gets burnt, your carbohydrate burnt, but fat, the stubborn fat, the belly fat, just don't seem to go away. Well, in lean, there is two compounds called chromium and berberine, right? All this natural chromium helps increase your lean muscle mass, and also help it is good for helping you burn fat, the stubborn fat, right? That is there. But it also, whilst it does that, it helps you improve your muscle mass. Remember, I told about the lean muscle mass, because what happened with most products, that as you lose your carbohydrate, you're also losing your protein, and that is trouble, right? And so you want to be able to protect the protein while concentrating on losing the fat, and this is what this does. And the final one, of course, is strengthening your immune system. So many people completely ignore their health or the rest of the body while they're focusing on managing their weight, and that leaves them susceptible to other problems, right? So there's a product in here called conjugated linoleic acid, right? It's a type of fat that is designed not only to reduce the existing fat deposit, but also to improve the immune system and your response. So you see, whilst you concentrate on losing fat, you also want to be boosting up your immune system. So this have been put together so well by Ryan Goodkin that it is called not just not just weight loss, but it's called a body composition improvement formula. So you're getting the entire ambit of what it means to be able to lose the fat, but also to maintain your lean protein, that is your lean muscle mass, that is so essential to keeping your body functioning well and keeping your body active and going. All right. Now, when you compare all that, I said a lot about this product. It is how much? For the member, it is only $20 US, 19, and in there are 180 capsules. And the idea is that you take 2 capsules by mouth 30 to 45 minutes before you have your meal. So if you're eating 3 times a day, then you take 2. But at the beginning, what the advice is that because this is going to really transform how your body works, because you have been accustomed to eating all this time, and this thing is going to change the body chemistry and everything of that sort. You want to start slow, start low and go slow, right? So you may not necessarily want to start with taking all 6 tablets for the day. At the beginning, you may want to start with 2 or maybe 3. maybe one every meal instead of two every meal, and then your body gets accustomed. Even you get accustomed to not having to crave for all of these things and so forth. And then over time, you could increase it to the maximum level. And then after you've gotten you have achieved your results, you want to scale back and to just have a maintenance dose. But this bottle here it has everything I've just mentioned in these capsules, and this is what it is designed for. Now, that's not all we have in LiveGood as it relates to maintaining your reducing weight. We had one previous to that called the organic coffee. Now, I guess these are for the coffee persons who consume, and American and a lot of persons consume a lot of coffee, saying that if you're going to use coffee, as you do, you want to use the one that are healthy and the one that are clean. Most coffee is dirty. You call them dirty coffee, all right? There's a lot of pesticides and everything growing inside of it, right? So this one is organically grown, and it is, but beyond that, they have impregnated it with some other things like Peruvian ginseng, right? That supports your memory, increasing your mood and so forth, as well as green tea extract that is good to stimulate the fat burning. Now, there is also what is called mushrooms. The mushrooms are known as adaptogens. And an adaptogen here, it helps you increase stimulate the fat burning, but also help improve your mood and also help you cope, right, with stresses and so forth. So all of these things are helpful in this as well. So there are many different ways. Now, of course, most persons are deficient in vitamins. And no matter how we eat, for one, a lot of us have poor choice of food. We like to eat just processed food and so forth because it looks nice, it tastes nice, and so forth. And we do not get all the vitamins that we need on a daily basis. Your body needs vitamins and minerals. Vitamins means vital amine. It's a type of compound called amine, but it's vitals. That's why it's called a vitamin. It is vital because your body needs it every day. And when your food is lacking in vitamins, you begin to have deficiencies. And as a result, you don't digest your food properly, your organs begin to fail to function at peak level, as well as your immune system break down. All right. Now, all of this can be avoided by supplement, because no matter how well we try, our finances not give us the amount, the amount to be able to buy all the things that we need and to be able to consume all of it to get as much. Now, think about it. You may need to consume how much pounds of lettuce and cabbage and everything. Your body can't take all of that to get the nutrients. But if it is already extracted and concentrated in vitamin capsules and vitamin form, then you can take one capsule and get so much out of it. All right. So this one, our multivitamin, it's called Bioactive Complete Multivitamin for both male and female. And it has 24 vitamins and minerals. All right. And they are very, very good for your immunity, your cardiovascular health, and also promote healthy aging. Now, if you were to look, if you can see on your phone, you can see the whole list of vitamins and minerals that are in these multivitamins, right? From vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin C, the entire B line of vitamins, B1, B2, B3, B4, not B4, B5, B6, B12, biotin, BH, just name it, B5 and all of them. Then there's a mineral, the choline, the iron and iodine and zinc and selenium, all of the trace minerals that we need is in there, right? And then there's one that is designed for men and for women. And the main one has another compound called lycopene that is good to prevent prostate enlargement and prostate cancer and so forth, right? So, and the lady has extra iron and so forth as your body need because of the different gender. All right. So this is the multivitamin that we have, and it is really, really top class. In fact, that's the one I have right here. And it is really, really, really good, right? And that helps in aiding your nutrition. You eat well, you try to eat well, but then this helps to supplement what you may be missing in your diet. And when you think about it, how much does it cost? That's $9.95. $9.95 for the member. But when you compare that to other good products in the market, Metagenics, New Medical, look at the price. They're $47 for a similar product with as many vitamins and minerals. 47, whilst LiveGood has this for less than $10, right? That's less than in the US counting, that's about 30 cents a day, right? 60 capsules in there. If you want to use it once a day or twice a day will give you a month, once a day will give you a 2-month supply, all right? If you're already eating properly and you just need a supplement just for maintenance, so once a day might be just enough, and so forth. So this is what LiveGood boasts about, and this is what LiveGood is bringing to the market. Now, vitamin D, if you've never heard about vitamin D, it is the most important vitamins our bodies need to maintain a healthy immune system. And the good Lord knew that, well, he designed our body so that we have as maximum amount of vitamin D. Now, it's unfortunate that we can't get vitamin D from just eating plants and from our food. And so what God designed our body to do is to be able to get the vitamin D that we need from direct sunlight on our skin. There's no other vitamin that your body can manufacture except vitamin D. And because the sun is available all over the world, then everybody should be able to get in sunlight and to be able to manufacture the vitamin D that they need. Unfortunately, it is the most deficient vitamins of any other of the vitamins on the planet. And you say, well, how come? If it's the most important for your immune system and it's readily be available, it can be manufactured by the body, how come it is so deficient? It's because we do not spend time in the sun. Someone told us that if we spend, Black people, I don't know how they convinced us of that, but he told us that if we spend time in the sun, we're going to get skin cancer. And we teach that to our children, get out the sun, get out the sun, it'll give you this and it'll give you that and it'll give that. Fallacy, right? God designed, especially us Black people, for us to be able to spend time. Why people come down to your country to come and lie down on your beach to spend time in the sun? And we who have the sun, we get it for free. We don't have to take a plane to get it. We run away from it. Now, guess what happened? During COVID, there were a lot of shutdowns. Lock in your house, you can't leave your compound. That was the worst thing they did. Now, I understood why they did it, because they don't want it to spread from people intermingling. But keeping person indoor was the worst thing, because they were deprived from direct sunlight. And because of that, the COVID got worse. As a matter of fact, the autopsies from COVID patients showed them that almost everybody who died from COVID were lacking in vitamin D. So to the point that they actually began doing studies during the COVID pandemic of introducing persons, they used to do prospective studies where they would take a group of people, different background, different things, and then they would give them vitamin D supplement and they would recover from the COVID, right? And so they came up and they said that persons who had a good body availability of vitamin D, some persons did not even get COVID, although they were exposed to as others in the workplace. And even those who got it, they're quickly able to recover. Vitamin D. And that is the reason when the winter season comes, when everybody is indoors, especially those persons who live in the cold places, respiratory illness goes on the rise. And when the summer comes, you hardly see anybody with a cold. The more exposure to vitamin D, the more the body builds its immune system and fights against respiratory illnesses. All right, and not just respiratory, but every kind of illness. Vitamin D is also important for your calcium, your body to absorb calcium from the food, and also and obviously to strengthen the bone. So when you don't have the vitamin D, you suffer from osteomalacia and osteoporosis and things of that sort, right? So vitamin D is very, very important. Vitamin D also is important in cell growth. It is important in your immune system and also glucose metabolism, so that you want to have vitamin D in your system, especially if you're diabetic, you need to be exposed to the sunlight, or else the better thing, if you can't get more exposure to the sunlight, you're at work at the time and so forth, you don't want to have a vitamin D supplement to complement that. Vitamin K in this vitamin D also helps the vitamin D to be deposited into your it helps with the absorption of the vitamin and the distribution into your body, right? And so that is very, very cool. So vitamin D, just 850, and you could get your bottle, 60 capsule, helps you support your bones, good for muscle strength and immune function, helps prevent inflammatory disease, and also help your heart function. All right, so very, very good. You have we have magnesium. And just today I was speaking to a friend of mine about magnesium because her mom, she said, does not have a good sleep. And I told her, if you can join the lecture today, I'll tell you about magnesium. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in our body. Almost every reaction that takes place in the body is as a result is as a result of magnesium. Magnesium is involved in the reaction, in the enzymic reaction, or as a catalyst or whatever, right? So magnesium, when it comes to your muscle working, when it comes for your nerve firing signals and so forth, when it comes for your energy, magnesium is involved. It's also involved in helping us manage stress, helping us stay focused, right? And if we have difficulty sleeping, magnesium may be the reason, lack of magnesium. And I know that it works because when I introduce it to when I start presenting the lecture, my sister-in-law began taking it, and she told me she had difficulty going to sleep and staying asleep, or even falling asleep. From the moment she started taking, she had not finished one bottle, and she was sleeping like a baby. Right? She rests her head and she goes to sleep and stay asleep all night. Right? Magnesium. You may not need Valium, you may not need Xanax, you may not need any of these things. What you may need is just some magnesium. Right? Ultra magnesium. And the one that we have is the salt is the glycinate and the gluconate. These are two most best bioavailable magnesium. They're also helpful in helping persons with diabetes manage their sugar and amplifying persons when you're doing your exercise, you're walking and so forth. It amplifies your exercise performance and also reduce pain. So these are very, very good. And it is only for $8.95. You can get it as a member. And you compare that to other products, similar products in the market, and you can see the vast difference in the price. $9, $28 here, comparative. All right, then we have Super Red. Now, Super Red is just so good and so important. Super Red has to do, when you think of healthy aging, you think of having a good heart, you think of your blood and your cardiovascular system. The best way to keep your heart healthy is a diet rich in red fruits and vegetables. All right. The thing is that most of us cannot afford to buy all the berries and the cherries and the pomegranates, and sometimes out of season as well, right? So we cannot continue to have what we need, and so an effect happens upon our heart, our circulation, right? Even our sexual health is affected by the circulation in the body, your brain and cognitive function. So Super Red is designed for somebody speaking. Somebody speaking, Hunter? Yes, so Super Red is designed for that. And so we really encourage persons to get onto using the Super Red, all right? It's one of my favorite. Whenever I buy, I must have my Super Red. I have some here. I fight with my wife for it when she doesn't have hers. When she overuses hers, then she wants to take mine. I do not allow that. And I'll tell you why I do not allow it. All the Super Red is still one of the best-selling product that we have, is because it not only helps in circulation, but it also helps sexual health. Now, how it does, and I'll show you how, and also help bring down your natural way of bringing down your pressure. So in your body produces a compound called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is known as the vasodilator of the body. It expands the veins and the arteries and allow the pressure to go down and to circulate throughout, and your blood to circulate properly throughout your body without any restriction. All right. So as you begin to age, your body begin to produce less nitric oxide, to the point that by the time you get to 50, you are producing less than half of what your body used to produce when you were in the 20s. That is the reason that persons would eat carelessly when they're young. They drink alcohol, they do this, and they don't have pressure. The body is producing at its peak level of nitric oxide. But as they age, that same individual that never had pressure begins to have high blood pressure. And they said, where is it coming from? I don't have that in my family. Well, it's because your body is not producing nitric oxide anymore or as much. And so instead of your veins staying dilated, it's beginning to shrink and get contract. And as your veins contract, the pressure builds up inside of it. The pressure builds up, and so you are diagnosed with high blood pressure. And as your pressure builds up, there is what is called peripheral resistance, right? Because the blood cannot, the blood, not just the blood, but the blood is not just liquid. Blood has red blood cells and white blood cells and lymphs and everything inside of it. They cannot move around freely in the body anymore. Sometimes they get clogged up, and they form what is called an occlusion. And this leads to chest pain, angina and arrhythmias and all of these things, irregular heartbeat, and all, just name it, all the things that have to do with if your heart not functioning as it should, congestive heart failure, and all of these things. So as you take your super red and the product in the super red, it increases the body's production of nitric oxide. And there's a process. This is the science. This is the pharmaceutical thing that we learn at school, right? And I remember when I saw super red and I realized how it worked, I went back to my pharmacy notes and I said, oh, we did nitric oxide. We did not do super red. We did nitric oxide. But now I know that nitric oxide is the super red helps produce nitric oxide. I said, okay, now I understand there's actually a science behind this. And I said, oh yeah, it was Ryan Goodkin who came up with that. I understand why, because this is what we study, right? And so nitric oxide is produced because of the super red and the compound is super red. But not only that, or if you have arginine in your food and the nitrates, it will help. Now here's what happened. Just a little process. Nitric oxide increases an enzyme in your body called guanylyl cyclase activity. All right? The guanylyl cyclase increase what is called, as it begins to work, it converts a compound called GTP, guanosine triphosphate, and converts it into guanosine monophosphate. You don't need to know all of that. I'm just showing you there's a science behind it, right? As it converts that, it converts it to cyclic guanosine monophosphate, which is in turn works on another pathway called the myosin light chain, and it dephosphorizes this. Don't need to know all of these things. That's just giving you a little science. But it dephosphorizes. But at the end of the day, the whole process, what it does, it instead of the myosin light phosphate contracting the muscle, as it dephosphorizes it causes it to relax. So the whole process of nitric oxide through that entire pathway that you don't understand, you don't need to understand, ultimately what it results is a relaxation of the vessel. It's called vasodilation. And as vasodilation increases throughout your body, circulation of blood increases. Now, for men and for women, it increases your libido, but for men, it also increases your potency. And how he does that, and you know that for a man, he needs proper circulation. And usually it's because of the poor circulation that he's not able to keep an erection. But if he has all his blood flowing properly without any restriction, you could imagine what it does for him, right? And so as the ladies say, he can last longer and everything with no anxiety or anything of that sort. So men have heard about that. Their wives or whoever told them about it. And the men are buying just as much as the ladies, right? Or even more. Because anything, if you know anything about a man, anything they hear that helps them in the bedroom, they will buy. But this is a natural way of not just helping you in the bedroom, but also helping improve your heart function and your circulation throughout your body. So it's a proper way of getting a natural Viagra into your system. All right? And it is working. It is working. It is working. It is working. I can testify that it's working. Other men and other ladies are testifying that it's working. I had a call when a lady tells us, when you put these two things together, it can raise the dead from any cemetery. And I'm speaking coded language, but you understand we are adults. All right. So what is Super Red? How much is it? Just $18, and you can get it as a member. Organifi has a comparative product, similar, but here is the difference in the cost. At $70 for Organifi, $18 for Red, Super Red. Super Beets have mainly beets. We have beets, we have pomegranates, we have all the red, I mean, just name it, alfalfa and all of these things combined, and ours is just a fraction of their cost. Super green is just as effective. But this time you're not talking about the red product, but you're talking about the greens, right? The vegetables and green fruits and so forth. These are powerful. And the super green not only help with our immune system, but it helps in our energy and our recovery. It helps stress support. And this is all natural green. We're not talking about, there's no artificial flavor in there and nothing. And also there's no preservative. It is formulated in a powdered form, right? Dry powder form that you could just reconstitute. You put it in water and it just reconstitutes and drink it. Or you can mix it with a smoothie or whatever that you want to do. All right. And it is because of that, because in a powder form, it does not require any preservative. And so you know that you're not taking anything that is unwanted into your system. And that is super. That is really, really, really good. Right. It is really a safety net for our health because as there are nutritional gaps in our diet, the super green helps provide that, just like the multivitamins and so that you use. It is also very good for your in the digestive system, as well as with cleansing, right? The dandelion, the aloe vera are natural detoxifiers, right? And you would see it's caffeine-free, nut-free, soya-free, vegan. It does not have any animal products. It is GMP certified. Everything that is non-GMO, USDA organic, everything that you want in the proper product, right? So because LiveGood can not only concentrate on what is in the product, but what is left out of the product, right? There's nothing, no ingredient here that not sure what is happening. The whole information is there. And what LiveGood challenges anybody. It says we are not just making proprietary blends. When a proprietary blend is when the company says that is a secret. That's our company's secret. We'll tell you what's in the product, but we'll not tell you how much is in it. And even sometimes they don't tell you what is in it. All right. And that's acceptable in manufacturing, but we are transparent. We say we're going to tell you what is in the product. We're going to tell you how much is in the product. But here's what we challenge you to make it, reproduce it, and sell it at the same price. And no company is taking up the offer, right? They can't. They said if we have to get all of these ingredients, we cannot sell it for $18. And so when they have their product, they sell it for $70 and $80. They put all these markups, right? And so people are just not able to sustain themselves on the products. But we are selling it at rock bottom price, just above the cost price. And we can and because of that, you can maintain your health because you can afford the product, right? Essential amino is the most powerful things that we need. The amino acid is the building block of protein. As long as your body has the amino acid, it can produce whatever protein that it needs, right? Many people believe that I need to take in protein, because I need protein to build up my body. Your body can produce the protein it needs. All it needs is the amino acid, right? Now, the 9 essential amino acid is found not in animal, but in plant products. So you eat, and that's why persons can be eating plants and still get as much protein that they need as persons who are eating flesh, meat, and so forth, right? Because the body uses the amino acid from the plant to produce whatever protein. All the different proteins have different chains and different stuff, attached to it, but it can produce it. So amino acid is very, very important to support your muscle strength and function. It helps maintain your lean muscle mass, which is what we talked about earlier on, boost up your stamina and your recovery, and also promote energy and focus. It is so essential that I used to use it when I had my container. Now it's finished. And on the afternoon, when I would feel a little drag and a little fatigue, even sometimes when I'm driving home and feeling a little sleepy and drowsy, I would take this thing and it would just naturally recover you. I remember my wife used to do when she does her exercise, and one day she said to me that I am not feeling for it. I feel tired, and I said to her, "You want to have a scoop of this?" And she's like, "What is it?" I just do it, and within 10 minutes she told me, "Wow, I feel like I want to go and just continue doing my exercise." Like, what's inside of that? I said, just aminos. But if you listen to my lecture, you'll know what it is, I don't like to give information freely. I say, come and sit down and listen and then you will know as much as I do, right? And so this is important that we get this information. So liquid amino, it's not a liquid, but aminos, it's a powder form, and you can get it. Now, if you're somebody that you said, something, I need to move away from the red meat, I need to move away from all that protein I'm using, the chicken and so forth. I want to go more vegan, I want to go more vegetarian. Here is a product that you need: complete plant-based protein, right? And this has not just protein, but it also has 26 vitamins and minerals. So, when you take in this, whether you take it in you do as Marva does, she puts it in her dumpling, right? Or you use it out in your shake, or, or your smoothies or whatever, just put it in your tea. I use it to just put into my tea. Instead of the milk, I use it in the powdered form, and you get all your essential amino acid. You get the proper protein that helps build your lean muscle, rebuild and restore your muscles and your joints. And it works like a charm. It's really, really nice flavor, vanilla flavor, and really, really good. Now, maybe two of the products I'll talk about is your Factor 4. I don't want to leave this one out of this lecture. Factor 4 is the most advanced inflammation management product that has been developed, right? It is developed by one of the world's leading immunologists called Dr. Heather Volz. And what she has put together is the only product that you'll find on the market, even as of today, that has all of these four of the world's most powerful anti-inflammatory ingredients: omega-3, turmeric, CoQ10, and garlic. Omega-3, the source is the fish oil. That's where you get the best source of it. And it actually helps control and reverse inflammation. Now, why is that important? Chronic inflammation diseases are the number one cause of sickness and death in the world, right? 50% of all deaths are attributed to inflammation-related disease. Are we talking about heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, kidney, liver disease, arthritis, and just name it, right? Inflammation is responsible for that. So if you have a product that can reverse or control the inflammation, you are actually giving us a new lease on life. You are reversing and or even controlling and restoring your health. So Factor 4 works. Now, it may not work immediately, but sometimes it works imperceptibly. You would be having this joint pain and you just can't figure out what it is. You have to be taking your anti-inflammatory tablets, your Advils and so forth. And it gives you the relief for now, but then it comes back. But when you start taking your Factor 4, it goes and don't come back, right? And I can tell you that I use it. I used to have this pain right there in the thumb. I thought it was arthritis. Started in one and then goes to the other. So I know that's typical arthritis. And it was hurting. And it was so bad that I couldn't unscrew bottles, right? And over time, I actually bought the Factor for that purpose. And I heard Marva said within 3 days, she was walking again. She was limping and she was dancing. And I said, but how come it's not working for me? And I almost used the entire bottle. I just was not feeling it. And eventually, I just got up one day and I'm not feeling the pain anymore, right? And for months, I've not felt it anymore. So I know that it works, right? A lady that I sold it for, I went on a holiday for a month, but when I came back, she came to me the very first day I came back to work. He said, it worked. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? First day, I'm not thinking of that. She said, the Factor 4 works. I'm not feeling any pain again. And she said, I need another bottle. And I said, well, this time you join the company and you buy it for yourself. And do you have to buy it at the retail price, but you can buy that at the discounted price. So, and so it works. All right. So we'll list some of these things for maybe another lecture, but we have all the items you can see as I'm going through the thing there. There are other stuff there. There's essential oil. There is stuff for your skin ageless. And then there is collagen. We'll talk about that the next time. But okay, but I want to tell you that we have essential packs. We have them in packs, or you can buy them individually. But when you buy them in the pack, you tend to get it at a better cost. So if you're concentrating on lean body pack, like you want to lose the weight, there is a pack that they have there, and you can get it for $89. with all of these important things inside of it. And of course, I know they're going to add the lean pretty soon. The daily essential, the multivitamin, the vitamin D, the magnesium, you can get that for just $27. And that's stuff that you would get for over $100, other companies, right? More than that. You could get it for less than $1 a day. Ultimate Wellness Pack, you can see that here, $100. You go on Amazon, you can get a simple green shake for $100. And you can get 7 items here: super green, super red, complete plant-based protein, ultra magnesium for just $99.95. So you can see that LiveGood is living up to its mission, keeping the price down so persons can maintain themselves on the product and keep themselves healthy. All right. International Wellness Pack is very, very good for us in particular. If you buy this pack with the stuff that you're seeing here, then you actually get it free of charge in terms of the shipping. So that's a good thing. And now they have what is called a sampler value pack, and that has all of these ingredients, everything here. All right. 17 different products from LiveGood, and you can get that for $240, less than $240. Even if when you buy that as a retail, you can still get it for $300. You're paying a little more because you don't entitled to the, if you're not a member, you're not entitled to the discount. Now, LiveGood have more products coming in. Just recently, they sent this out and they said that they are coming in. They have since added the chocolate whey protein, and that's the best protein. If you still use dairy, that will be the best way the best protein that you'd want to have. And now, as I showed you, the lean, the weight loss product has come on, and they're still going to add some more stuff. You can see they still have some. Eventually, they would move. They would continue. They would expand, not just in health product, but also in cleaning, household supplies, metabolic support. We saw that already. Women's hormonal support, fiber, gut, nutritional protein, all of these things they have planning, they have coming. And so the idea behind LiveGood is it will become the Amazon of network marketing. Amazon started as with Kindle and just and books, right? But now Amazon has everything. So LiveGood is on its track to in the network marketing, not like Amazon, because Amazon is not network marketing, but we want to do that. Start with the health stuff, but expand, continue to expand, and to bring more products at very, very rock bottom price so that it will become a household name. Now, how do you become a member of LiveGood? Of course, you want to know that. You get a link from somebody, like the person who invited you, you're excited about the product, you want to get it at a discounted price, you want to be part of the company, maybe start promoting it to all the persons because you have friends who need to know that information, who need to see where you can get products that can help them. You get a link from the person that most likely invited you, probably would have a link. But from a member, they would have a link. And you too, when you become a member, you get your own link that you can use, you can share with other persons as well. How much do you need to become a member? An affiliate member is just $40 US, a one time. You never have to pay that again. All right, one time you pay your $40 and you become a member. And all you have to do to maintain your membership is just $9.95. Now, with that $9.95, you are maintaining, just like Amazon Prime, you pay your $14.99 and you maintain your Amazon Prime account, all right? If you have Netflix, you pay your $9.99, you maintain your thing. So it's a membership company, and so you just maintain your membership with just the $9.95. So think about it. With 40 plus $9.95, that's $49.95. With just that amount, you can become a full-fledged member of LiveGood. All right. And every month thereafter, you don't have to pay 40 anymore. You just pay $195. Another way that persons do it, which is even a better way, is paying for the entire year. And the entire year costs only $140. 40 for the membership, and $199.95 for the 12 months. You say, how come? It's supposed to be $120, but because you're paying for a year, you have get a discount, a $20 discount. So you actually pay for 10 months, but you get a 12-month coverage. And a lot of persons are taking that offer because you're guaranteed for an entire year being a member, not having to pay a cent to LiveGood if you don't want to. But if you want the product, you just buy it, but you always get your product at the discounted price because you're a member, an active member. Secondly, when you become a member, an affiliate member, you are given a link. A link is created for you, just like the person that you use to sign. If you press on this link, for example, down here, that's my link. You press on that, you get into LiveGood, but you'll sign up with me because I was the one who introduced you into it. Now you would have your own link that you can sign up your friends, your family, and everybody else, your workmates and so forth, right? Who's interested. And I'll tell you the benefit of that shortly. Now, so with that power link, you can sign up, you can share it, put it on your WhatsApp, and you can share it with friends. The other thing that you do with your membership, an e-store is created for you. So you see it says shop livegood.com, and then your username would be at the back here, whatever your username is. And when somebody wants the product, they see the presentation and they're interested in the product, the best thing, tell them, well, you join. And they say, no, I kind of don't have time for that right now. I have so much things happening. I just want the products. Well, I don't have to order the product for you. I could just give you this link and you just press on it and you go onto the web page and you can do your order. Say into your card, pay with your credit card or your debit card or whatever, crypto, whatever you have, and you can ship it to yourself. I do it. And I use Westec, and within a week, sometimes the product is here. All right. So this is a store. Now, on this store, if you share that link with the person who wants, and they do the purchase or whatever, how much, whatever they do, LiveGood will compensate you on the profit that they make on that retail store. All right. Now I'll show you what it is. Now, having seen the product, you want to know, how does LiveGood compensate? And we talked about it having a really, really good compensation for the members who are actually promoting the company. And so LiveGood have 7 different ways of paying back its members. The first one is a fast start weekly commission. What does that mean? Every week on the Thursday evening at midnight, LiveGood reconciles its book. So it's a cutoff for every week is a Thursday night at midnight. All right, it's midnight in America where LiveGood is established. And so if you have shared this lecture, this link, or your link with somebody who joined on Thursday, maybe Friday morning when you get up, you would see that that LiveGood have compensated you for bringing a new member into the company. How does they do that? The person comes in with $50, 40 and 10 for the first month. LiveGood says, because you shared that idea and one other person have joined, we will give you $25. Half of what the person brought into the company, we'll give it back to you. We'll give it to you, the person who shared the link with that person. So think about it. If on one person you make 20, you came in on that month and you paid $50 and you joined LiveGood, and you shared it with 2 friends or 3 or 4 or whatever, but 2 of them joined. You got $25 from one and $25 for the other. Do you know that you have just made back the money that you spent? By just inviting 2 persons, just telling persons, come and see, right? But that's not all. If you have 4 or 5 or 6 persons that came on, you have made not only the money that you brought in, but you have made some profit, 25. Every new person that you sign up into the company, and the way you sign up is by giving them your link, and then they do the registration. LiveGood gives you $25. So you can just tell your friends. And I'll tell you something. If you go to a new restaurant and you had a nice meal, you go back to work and you tell your friend, you know something, have you tasted the food from there? It's really, really good. And guess what? The person is passing through that area, or they make a reservation to go and test and sample the food. So you will actually becoming an advertisement for the company by doing that. But do the company pay you back? Hardly ever. But LiveGood say, if you tell somebody and they join, we're gonna pay you for doing that, right? But as you grow up in the company, you're brought in 2 persons, you become a branch. You begin to grow up in the levels, in the rank. And as you do so, LiveGood says, not only do you get on the first person that you bring, but when that person brings somebody, we can still give you something out of it. So you not get a 50% because that's on the first level, but on the second level, the second generation of persons who are coming, you get 10%. And the third level, if you begin to rank up to the silver, you can go 4 levels down. If you rank up to the gold level, you can go 6 levels down, and so on and so forth. So you can still be making money from person you never meet in life. You never even heard of their name. Don't even know what day they joined, but you can still get money from what they bringing into the company. LiveGood is giving back to its members. Now, of course, you want to be helping people, because as they begin, they may not understand the business and so forth. So they might call you and they might say, can you speak to that person to help them explain? And the little work that you do in promoting, in encouraging, in motivating, LiveGood keeps compensating you for that. The matrix level is another way that LiveGood pay you, and that's on a monthly commission. Here's what happened. Every time you bring in somebody, LiveGood, every time you sign up with the company, they give you two links. They give you two positions, I should say, in the matrix. One on the right and one on the left. All right? One on the right and one on the left. And as your first two persons occupy this space, but if you have a third and a fourth and a fifth person, where do they go? So LiveGood allow the system, their AI system or company system or the computer system puts that person under the person that is there. So for example, let me just show you, for example. So the first two persons would be one on the right, one on the left. But then the third and fourth and the fifth, sixth, seventh, how many persons that you probably over time that you bring in, you sign up, they would fill up the position on the everybody gets two, right? And so forth. On the third, when that line is finished, then the next line begin to get filled up. Now, this is just your effort so far. But when your people begin to work themselves, and they start telling their friends, and they start signing up their friends, it fills up a matrix, right? It fills and it begins to grow. Now, here's what it looks like. On the first line, there are two persons. The next line, there are four. That adds up to six. The next line, there's eight. It doubles because there are two persons flying under everybody. Over time, this matrix can grow. It may not grow in the first month or 2 months, it may grow for 2, 3 years, 5 years down the road. It might begin to grow and start filling up. More persons are being added in your matrix. Now, LiveGood says for everybody that is in your matrix, that find themselves under you, whether from the people above you that's working and it's spilling over, we call it spillover, or whether from your effort and those under you, your matrix is being built. And by everybody that falls under you, we'll be giving you 2.5% on their commission, on their monthly subscription. So they bring in $10, 2.5 will be 25 cents. That doesn't sound like much, but over time it grows, right? So if over time you have 100 person in your company, in your matrix, then you will see every month you're getting $25. 25 cents times 100, $25. If you have 1,000 person, 25 cents, that would be $250. And over time, they allow that their level to go down to 15 levels. Now, that would be a big number. That's 65,000 persons over time. Now, these are not people that you yourself bring, but you remember as you bring people, they themselves are telling their friends, and they themselves are bringing people and so forth. But all of that matrix is being built under you. And then you can see yourselves plugging in some good residual, I call it residual income every month. So that's the next way that LiveGood pays. Another way is a matching bonus. Now, this one is really, really big. So you brought in persons into the company. Let's say over time, you brought in 5 persons. On average, you bring in 5 persons. And these persons begin to work. Maybe some start working and start bringing other people. A team is being built under you. They themselves are getting matrix every month. You get your matrix every month. But LiveGood has something called a matching bonus. It's called a 50% matching bonus from your direct. So you bring in 5 persons. Whatever they made for the month in the matrix, let's say each of them made $100 in the matrix, just on average. The LiveGood says, because you were the one who brought them, and they're making $100, we will match it. We will match whatever they make 50% for you. So you brought in 5 persons, each of them made 100, you will be getting $50 from each one of these. Well, not from them, but you're getting it from matrix. LiveGood is the one giving you the money. All right, because everybody is maintaining their membership and they're paying their $10 on that money that is coming into LiveGood, they're redistributing it to the people that have earned it, right? So 50% means $50 from this one, $50 from that one. For 5 of them, that's $250. That's in addition to your own matching bonus. You're making $250 in addition. Now, this doesn't look like much because I'm giving you a small number, but let me show you some real numbers of real matrix of matching bonus. January, that's one example. That's a real number from a real person. In January of this month, of this year, somebody made $92 in their matrix. But in the matching bonus, that is the people that they brought in and it's falling under them, they made $319. So you see, you make more money, almost 3 times more, or more than 3 times more than you made in the matrix yourself. But that's still small, right? Let me show you what a diamond made in December. The diamond person, that is the highest rank, he made $1,292 in his matrix, But in the matching bonus, the number of persons that are under him and, you know, all of them making something, or he making 50% of all of them, he made $54,940. Plus he made his diamond pool, and I'll tell you about the diamond pool, that adds up to 25,000. In all, for just that 1 month, this diamond guy, and it's not just a one-off thing, he keeps making it, 81,260. And all of that, most of that money comes from the $10 subscriptions, right? That's what had made LiveGood have revolutionized the network, because everybody is selling products and they make it and they putting markup on the products to make profit and to pay back compensation. LiveGood say we don't need products to be sold. As long as a person maintaining their membership, we're going to use that money that's coming in and redistribute it so that everybody gets a piece of the pie. And that's really, really good. Now there's a retail store. Remember, you have a retail store that as you become a member, a website is open with all of the products that I mentioned and even more. And LiveGood says, if anybody, you can advertise it online, you can put it on your WhatsApp, you can make a little jingle and put it on your Twitter, whatever. Somebody sees that link, listen to it and say, wow, I need this super red. And they go there and they make the purchase. They would be making it as a retail customer because they're not a member. So they see a $24 price as opposed to an $18 price. The $18 price is for the member. So LiveGood would have made a $6 profit here. LiveGood says for every product that is sold from your website, and on all the products, all the profit that we make, we're going to split it half and half with you. So if we made $6 on this super red, we're going to keep free and we'll give you back free. If we make $8 on your protein, we're gonna keep $4 and we'll give you back $4. Now you think of that. If you're somebody who's into sales and you have an online store that is built for you, you are not responsible for maintenance, for security. You're not responsible for credit cards, for distribution, for taking in the order and saying it. LiveGood does all of that, but because they're using your platform, your individual, your social network, that's where you put it on your WhatsApp, on your status, whatever. They say because you're allowing us to use your status so that you can advertise our business, we'll keep compensate. Every sale that is made, we will compensate you. And not just one. They were saying that if you are a bronze member, we're gonna add, instead of the 50%, we're gonna add another additional 10%. So you're getting 60% and we're gonna keep 40%. If you're a silver member, that means you start ranking up in the company over time, you will be able to keep 70% of the profit, and we only going to keep 30%. You know, so LiveGood keeps giving back. If you become a diamond member, where you get 80% of all the profits, and LiveGood only keeps 20%. They are in the business of helping people get healthy, stay healthy, and also eradicate poverty. There is an acquisition, a customer acquisition, just a tip. I call it a tip because they're saying that if you bring in somebody and the person makes a purchase, whatever the person makes, we're going to give you 10% of it, you know, just like a tip, saying, thank you for telling that person about it. They made a sale for us, so I'm going to give you a tip for doing that. Yeah. LiveGood just looking for ways to keep its members, you know, getting some money, residual every month. And that's a good thing. Influencer bonus for persons who can make big sales. Let's say you make a $2,500 sale for that month. Maybe you have a contact with a gym and then you're selling products for them and so forth. So you can make some more. They're saying that we're going to add to the 50% that you're entitled, we're going to add 10% to that, so you get 60% of the commission. And if you make bigger sales, still 50,000, you can get 50% on the 50 that you already have. So that means you live with all of the entire profit level for that month. You will get all 100%. So this is just LiveGood giving back. Diamond level. The diamond level is the one everybody wants to get to. I show you a while ago, the diamond guy got 25,000 just in the diamond pool. What happened is that LiveGood says for all the sales we make for the month. Now LiveGood makes sales 3 ways. The subscription from existing member, the affiliate from the new member that's coming in with their $50, as well as product sales. LiveGood is making money every month. And they're saying that for every month, the amount of money the amount of income we make for that month, we're gonna put 2% in what is called a diamond pool. And all diamond members divide that, whatever is in that pool, every month equally. Let me give you an example. Tim Miller was the very first person who became a diamond in the company. When he became diamond, they activated the diamond pool because now they had a diamond. That particular month, the diamond pool, the 2% sale represented $25,000. Tim Miller was given all because he was the only one in the as a diamond. By the following month, 2 more persons had become diamonds. So there are 3 diamonds. So you would think that 25,000 divided by 2, okay, now he'll get 8,000. No, each of them left with 23,000. How come that happened? Well, by the second month, when LiveGood was more persons had joined, they had made much more sale, so that the 2% did not just represent 25,000, but 2% represented 69,000. They had made so much more sales during that second month of existence. So 69 divided by 3 became 23,000. So within 2 months, Tim Miller would have made $25,000 in the diamond pool, and in the second month, he made $23,000. That's a good period in 2 months of being in a company and making so much. All right. So, but that's for persons who have become diamond. So, so it's a very, very healthy way. And then now they have opened a new category called Crown Diamond that gets an additional 0.5% on the 2%. So because they just have brought in so many persons into the company just continue to pay them. So how do you get paid with LiveGood? LiveGood has various methods of paying you. But the principal method, if you're American and you have an American bank, American account, you get deposit. They deposit directly into your account. If you're international, as many of us are, there is what is called the global e-wallet. It's an online private wallet that in the back office for the member that LiveGood sends the money in there for you. Now, when it's in there, you can decide to do whatever you want with it. You can leave it there if you want, so you can buy your products for the next month. You can leave it there so you can pay your subscription for the next month. You can leave it there so you can maybe sponsor somebody, a friend of yours, who probably have the money in cash, but they do not have an account or they don't have a credit card, and you could just take the money and then activate the account. Or you can just move the money. You can wire transfer it into your local bank, or you could purchase what is called a prepaid card. And that prepaid card, I'll show you, it's a MasterCard. The MasterCard as a company has a contract with LiveGood, and that legitimizes the company because MasterCard does their thorough vigilance to make sure that if we are dealing with a Ponzi scheme or whatever, they do all of that. And so they're satisfied with the white paper and everything that LiveGood has, and they have made a card, a specific card for the LiveGood member. It's a MasterCard in all of its fullness. In other words, the same opportunity that you have with your normal your bank MasterCard, this can do the same thing, right? So you can travel with it, and you can go to any ATM that has that takes MasterCard and still be able to withdraw your money. You can use it as point of sale to swipe. You can make your reservation. You can use it to buy your product on Amazon, on Shein, wherever else that you want to shop. It's a legitimate. Here is the number. Here is the name. Here is the expiry date. Everything is on it. That's just an example, one that is expired, but that's just an example. All right. So you can do that on your MasterCard. You can upload the money that you have in your back office onto your card and travel with it. All right. And do whatever transaction that you want. So, and then there is a third way that LiveGood pays is through cryptocurrency. And for persons who have, Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum and so forth, those who are into that would know how that works. And then they could pay you through that method. All right. So LiveGood pays its people. It doesn't keep the money. It pays you what's coming to you at the end of every month or at the end of every week. Now, LiveGood is a real company with real products and genuine products. And the reason that we are growing so fast is because people are sampling the company, buying their products, seeing the benefit, telling their friends. All right. 1.2 million people in just 16 months of existence. And LiveGood is just beginning to work. They are anticipating by the end of this year, they might have 3 million people. All right. You want to be in and be in it early, because you never know when you talk to somebody who knows somebody, and that person may know thousands of people. They may be in another company before, and they tell everybody, come and see this thing. And this person happened to fall under you. What will happen as they expand, you are expanding, your matrix is expanding. your matrix commission is going up, your matching commission is going up, you know, your fast start bonus is going up. I mean, just name it, and then you can make it big in a company that actually does not require you to buy any product. It doesn't require you to sell any product. All it says that just maintain your membership and just talk to persons about it. You know, just, you may not be able to do the presentation, but here is a link from a friend. Have a look, listen. We could talk about it afterwards. I can help you understand the concept and so forth. The little that you give, the little bit that you give can actually go a long way. So return to the person that invited you. I know I was long-winded today. I really wanted to talk about the new product that was available, because I know it is so important for so many persons who have been trying to lose the weight. And that's the reason I spent quite a lot of time on it. Now, there's a building strategy that we are learning, and I've learned that if you do your strategy by 3, so you bring 3 and you help your 3 bring 3 and so forth, it actually would help you get to the top level, diamond, platinum, and so forth, much easier, much faster, with much less people, just a proper structure. All right. And ultimately to look like that. And by the time you get to level 8, between 7 and 8, you will have become a diamond. Right. And other persons last year were doing it. When it started, everybody was excited, everybody was signing up, everybody that came their way, and they found themselves growing on the first level, very, very wide, but they were not growing deep. So a better strategy is to grow deep instead of wide, by helping each other. Teamwork make the dream work. All right. And so we can tell you more about this strategy if you're interested. But get back to the person who invited you. Now, what I could guarantee you, that LiveGood does not guarantee you anybody will make it big. They tell you that it depends upon the individual's capacity, their business experience, like strategy, using strategy, dedication, your level, desire, your motivation. If you are motivated, if you are working, you will see results. If you just sit back, not doing anything, not telling anybody, the likelihood is that you're not going to see results. So it all depends on how much work you put. If you put the work in, especially at the beginning, you will see the results later. But if you do not put in effort, don't expect these big commissions will come your way. All right. And I think that is fair. All right. So, but with that, we thank you very much for your time that you spent with us.